Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Weekly Roundup. I'm your host, Jake Friel. Also with Greg Milakovic. Also with our producer, Ralph DeVecchio on the ones and twos. Got a lot to talk about today.
Mr. Reliable.
Gonna be breaking down that awful Eagles-Vikings game.
Again?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Also gonna be previewing the Eagles-Cowboys game this Sunday. Got a couple mixed feelings about it. We'll talk about it. Given our Week 7 picks as well as possible concerns that we have for the football team heading into Sunday, and with a couple news stories coming out of the locker room. A little bit of anonymous talk, but...
Gotta love anonymous talk.
Oh, absolutely. First things first, boys. How we doing?
Wonderful.
I'm doing
Saturday
good.
morning, Mr. Reliable over there. Always just good to see that neck beard in person.
Yes, sir. College football's on. Yankees are about to lose tonight. You hate to
Hopefully.
see it.
Hopefully. But, getting into it, last week was awful.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. That was just awful.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah.
You know, there wasn't very much good in it. I kind of sadly had a feeling it was going to happen. I bet the Vikings. Thank you.
You would.
Dude, you can't bet with your heart. You got to bet with what is real.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, hell, it was my only win of the week, so
Yeah,
I'll
seriously.
take it.
My man went Ubering while
Yeah,
While
I
the
Ubered
game
it.
was going
I
on.
Ubered it and didn't
Did
even
you
watch
really?
it. Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, we're going to lose, so I'm just going to Uber."
Well, I didn't. It wasn't like, hey, we're gonna lose. It was, I bet the Vikings, so I don't want to be a crumb and actually watching, and
Right.
So I went and made money.
Speaking of betting, we are also brought to you by ATSSportsPicks.com. Sport picks.
Sport picks.
Excuse me.
Use code A2D Radio to get 20% off.
Helps us out as well.
I'm not a
as-
betting guy, so.
They are on fire. They went 7-0 yesterday.
Did they go 7-0 yesterday?
They went 7-0.
Got to ride it while it's hot. Helps us out, and
Jesus.
as well as puts money in your pocket.
Who doesn't love money in pockets?
Yeah, exactly. Especially with talking about money, tax season is not shortly upon us, but it's down the road. But no better way to be prepared than with Gibson Mayer LLC, our certified public accountants, make them yours. 301 Oxford Valley Road, Yardley, PA. Their phone number is 215-369-3300. The number again is 215-369-3300. But let me just get into it then. Just getting into the Dallas game. Obviously, Jalen Mills.
We're done with the Vikings already?
Yeah, I mean that was an embarrassment. There's nothing really, and I think we all touched on it during the week anyway. But with Jalen Mills coming back and maybe Ronald Darby. Do you think it really helps the defense?
No
that
shot.
Much? Okay.
No shot. Because you're having a guy that comes in that hasn't played a football in almost a year in Jalen Mills.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody still doesn't know what his injury was.
Something with
It
his
was
foot
something
and-
with his foot that kept him out almost a year.
Mm-hmm.
Foots are tricky. Chad Lewis struggled with that Liz Frank for
and
half his career.
And he
Yeah.
still played with it. But another thing, Ronald Darby, can he stay healthy, for weeks on weeks? Because we're going to need him as
Right.
well. But with Cooper playing tomorrow, Michael Gallup playing tomorrow.
Possibly Randall Cobb.
Randall Cobb's probably going to play tomorrow. Who else is playing tomorrow for the Cowboys that was on their
Both their two
injured list?
tackles.
Their two
both
tackles are in.
They're back. It's It's pretty strange that, all of their injuries happen in a week and they're already back and playing. With the
Imagine
Eagles, it takes fucking 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible.
I really don't get it.
No,
and they changed staffs too.
Yeah.
They changed medical
So
staffs
you would think
and
it would be
everything.
better.
So you would think that things would be back, but it does worry me that the going into the whole week you thought that all right, we're catching the Cowboys at the right time.
Right, exactly.
We're both kind of struggling,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're losing 3 in a row. We just got embarrassed,
Right.
But we're sadly the healthier of the two.
Yeah, exactly.
Now that doesn't look like the case anymore.
No.
They got all their guys back, especially the guys that are important to them.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, your 2 tackles and your best wide receiver.
Yeah, that kills us every year.
That feeds into what they do.
Yeah,
they want
exactly.
to run the ball with Zeke,
Mm-hmm.
and they want to throw the ball to Amari against a secondary that can't cover the 3 of us.
Yeah.
It's going to be a field day.
However, we still do stop the run very well.
Mm-hmm.
We still do have that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we have
But-
that, but yeah.
That's right now the only thing that you can count on is that. Because as Ralph said, Jalen Mills hasn't played in a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I mentioned on Wednesday that obviously he's healthy because he's activated and he's playing and all that.
Right.
But is he really healthy?
Like 100, yeah.
Or is it just I can play and yes, I'm better than what's currently out there. So I'm going to play.
See, that's tough to me. I just think
I mean, obviously, they wouldn't do anything if he's not truly
Well,
healthy.
yeah, of course. Yeah.
And I completely understand that.
Right.
But it's, but again, is it I'm really healthy?
Right.
Or
I can go.
I just need to go?
Yeah, I can go. You would hope not anyway. You would hope not.
I think it's just he needs to
No,
go.
he does need to go.
Just
there's
go.
no
Yeah,
doubt
Yeah, there's
about
no,
it.
yeah.
You get injured.
You saw that. I mean, we all saw that stat the other day that we posted on on our socials, and when Mills and Darby are starting, you're starting cornerback.
Eagles are 13-5.
They're 13-5, won a Super Bowl, albeit gave up 500 yards to the GOAT.
Right.
But outside of that game, you gave up 252 yards on average. Through the air.
Yeah.
Again, they're not the greatest. It's not like Deion Sanders and, it's not like 2 Deion Sanders back there.
Yeah, seriously.
But they're pros. They get the job done. And, Ronald Darby can play.
Yeah, he can play.
It's just a matter of how healthy he is.
If he's at 100%, he's solid. There's no doubt in my mind he's solid.
But yeah, he's great when he's healthy. It's just that can he stay healthy for weeks on top of weeks, which ever since he's become an Eagle, he's never been able to do that. His first year here, he
Dislocated
was
his foot.
Yeah, he dislocated his ankle, week one?
Week
down
1,
in Washington.
And we thought he was done for the year.
He was out for, 7 to 8 weeks.
Something.
Comes back, gets injured again that year, but then makes it in time for the Super Bowl. We already know what happens. Then last year, with all the hamstring injuries and all the little injuries
Then he
as well.
tore his ACL.
Well, that's
Tore his
crazy. That's
ACL.
crazy, though. Because go back to that stat. Over the, 16, 32, and 38 total games, those 2 guys have only been on the field for 18 of them.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
That
dude.
is crazy.
It's crazy.
Now, it's a great 18,
Yeah.
but
13-5 is a great record. It's just
yeah.
that can we improve on that, please, a little bit more?
Yeah, right.
Can we stay healthy,
can we
please?
be on the field a little bit more?
Yeah, please.
A little
Honestly.
more availability than say Sidney Jones is giving us, but
Bryce Brackwell on YouTube says he's not sure about this
Yo,
game.
what up, Bryce?
what's up, Bryce?
He said the locker room issues, shaking my head.
Yeah,
said
I mean,
he-
we'll get into that. We'll definitely
we'll
get into that
a little
later.
later.
But no, Bryce, with these injuries, coming out or not coming out, but with the injury report coming out and the updates,
right.
it does make it a little bit more concerning of a game for sure.
Yeah.
And especially that they have the Eagle killer himself in
Amari Cooper.
good old Amari Cooper. Then you also have Jason Witten, too, who's killed us his whole entire career, whatever quarterback he had.
And he's still doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, mind you, he's pushing off every
Every
route that he runs, but that's Jason Witten, and the refs aren't going to call that.
Oh,
on
and
him.
you can't forget about, the stud linebackers we have now.
Oh my God.
Who?
Yeah, seriously. All the stud linebackers that we got now, all 3 of them. That's amazing. Huh?
Well, yeah. Who's active? It's obviously
Let's see.
Camus,
It's Camus,
Gary, you got
Singleton,
T.J. Edwards.
Singleton.
Singleton and
then
Riley Ford or Riley Colt or whatever.
What happened to that Duke Riley guy?
Riley, that's who it is.
He's there.
Yeah,
I think so.
I don't know.
I hope so. Seriously.
Yeah, because Bradham's out. So
Yeah.
Is he officially ruled out?
Yeah, John Clark announced it yesterday.
Yeah, Peters is out tomorrow. Obviously, Deshaun's out tomorrow. You think going with the Peters-Dillard situation where, we drafted Dillard this year at left tackle, if Dillard has these 2 great games, do you go back to Peters?
No, I wouldn't.
I mean, if Dillard is locked down these next 2 games at Dallas and then at Buffalo, and then you have your bye week, I mean,
I would.
do you take the chance and just have Dillard finish off the season?
Yeah, that's why you draft. That's why you move up, and that's why you draft.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah,
that's why you draft him. And if you look at any of the videos or photos out there this week from practice, who did you see right next to Andre Dillard the whole time?
It was Jason Peters.
It was Jason Peters.
And I think he knows.
And he was doing it all off season too.
Yeah,
he's coaching him up. Helping him out. And that's what Jason Peters has done the last few years.
Yeah.
Because I just think he realizes that while he still is a legit left tackle, he can't go every day, every week, every game. It's these nagging injuries, and he knows it. And it was a shock they brought him back. I'm glad they did because it at least gave Dillard 6
someone
weeks
to learn from. Yeah,
to learn from.
Right.
And play sparingly.
No, I agree. But if now again, this is just another hypothetical. But if you leave Dillard at left tackle, do you possibly slide Peters into guard?
The right guard position?
To left guard.
Or left guard.
Who are you taking out? Who's
Sayamalo.
Sayamalo. But why? Is that much of an upgrade? Peters, who's never played guard in his life.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, if he's going to be on the field, he's my left tackle.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
That's me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If he's going to be on the field, he's my left tackle.
Yeah, I get that.
Totally
I'm not going to put a guy who more than likely won't be here after this year anyway.
Yeah.
Into a spot for a guy that probably is going to be here next year. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it. That makes sense. Yeah, I think my big X factor, for at least the game on Sunday, is just you got to make the Cowboys one-dimensional. You got to try and do your best to shut Zeke down.
And then just have Dak beat you.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Dak has beaten us in the past.
No, I get that. But
we still have yet to beat the Cowboys when Zeke is in the starting 11, or in the lineup.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's another factor, too.
Yeah.
And I think I saw one start. We have one. They always say Dallas is hard. Dallas is a tough place to play, but in the last 4 to 6 games, we've gone down there and beat them.
Yeah.
Out of the 6 games, we won 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
What's the fam saying? Well, what's the poll question? We didn't even get to that.
Yeah, and leading up to the poll question, is it? The Sunday is a must-win. Agree or disagree?
I'm going to disagree. Okay. I don't think it's an absolute must-win.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a very, very strong we need to win? Yes. Is it a must-win? I don't think so. The last 5 games of our schedule are very favorable.
Yeah.
We have
it's Miami, and then I think just
Miami.
A bunch of division
you got
games.
the Giants twice. You got the Redskins once,
and then
you got Cowboys
again.
at home.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Cowboys at home. Obviously, we hope to take care of business, and then you go 4-0 in those other games.
Yeah.
Right. So add those 4 games to the 3 we have. That's 7. The Cowboys is 8.
Mm-hmm.
You only need essentially. You have
the dog Dolphins left.
Well, no, I already counted that as a win.
Yeah.
So now you're at 8 wins, and you have Dallas, Chicago. Yeah, it's 10.
Patriots,
Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
You have to win 2 out of those 4 games to get to 10 wins.
The Bears, I think we can win.
Yeah, I'll take my luck on that.
You know what I mean?
Going 2-2.
To go 2-2 in that stretch with a lot of home games too. You have the Patriots at home off a bye.
Yeah.
And you got Seattle at home.
Sunday night game too, yeah.
Sunday night game.
West Coast coming to the East Coast too.
Now it helps them that it's a night game.
Yeah.
They get to acclimate a little bit more than a 1:00 game.
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right. So, is it a must win? No. Do we need to win? It'd be nice.
Yeah.
It'd be nice. Get Ralphie and some of his buddies off the wall. You know what I mean? Like every time I drive over there, I see these guys just lining up, get ready to go.
Yeah.
If you need a push, just ask.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ralph?
I'm gonna have to. You know what? I'm gonna play devil's. I'm gonna go agree. I think Sunday is a must win because if you look at it, you're 3-4 in the division. Dallas will be 3-0 in the division.
No, we'd be 1-1 in division.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Dallas
You
would be
said 3-4. 3-4
3-4
overall.
as a record. 1-1 in the division. Dallas would be 3-0.
Right.
And then you have to go back to Buffalo, which is Buffalo. I mean, depends on what team they have. Still a tough place to play with that defense that they have in Buffalo.
I forgot about Buffalo. So you have 5 games to win 2 or 3.
Yeah. So I think this Sunday night you have to win this game.
Yeah.
You have to. You have to, because with the division, you can't let the Cowboys go undefeated in the division so far, 3-0. Plus, they still have to play the Redskins one more time.
Yeah.
Because they play the Giants twice. No, they still have to play the Giants and the Redskins one more time.
Yeah, I think with me, I'm going to agree with Greg. It's a disagree, but at the same time, this win on Sunday, I think, just would give us perfect momentum just going into Buffalo and just for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Because if you, like you said, just giving Dallas that 3-0 lead in the division, that's tough to bounce back on.
Yeah, it is.
That's real tough to bounce back on.
And especially where you got to think that the NFC is so loaded this year where, a 10-6 team might not even make the playoffs.
Right.
So you're going to have to gun for that divisional record, that divisional title.
Mm-hmm. And that Falcons loss is just looking worse and worse as the weeks go on.
Oh, absolutely. Because the Falcons stink.
Yeah.
Right there. Very bad.
We got their best game all year, and now they're just...
They might tank for Tua.
Oh, my God.
Please tank for Tua, because I don't think Tua is that good.
I don't think he is
me
either.
neither.
I can't
He's
trust.
a lefty-handed
I can't trust a lefty quarterback.
Nope.
That don't have wheels like Mike Vick.
I was just going to say, yeah.
Mike Vick had a cannon and wheels.
I don't care what anyone says. He's the best, as far as, a deep thrower. He just makes it look so effortless.
Yeah.
Whenever he threw the deep ball, it looks like he just flicked it, and it was going for 50, 60 yards. Let me get into the fam real quick. I've been neglecting the family on Facebook. Andy Ritter, have a good show, guys. Much love. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate it. Kyle Meager, if you're not excited, are you really even living? Fuck the Cowboys. Agree with that. Anthony Adis also says, I am waiting for Tommy to jump out of nowhere and start screaming about the Eagles.
It has happened before.
Yeah, exactly. Brian Daly says, what's up, boys? What's up, Brian?
What up, Bri?
Kyle also says, talking about the ALCS, Yankees in 7. Not going to happen.
Kyle, you still walking after last night? There was a lot of videos last night. No, Dallas is a good town. Dallas is a good town.
Yeah, that's what
Make sure, like you said, make sure you get your Whataburger.
Yeah.
Get that Whataburger.
Kyle also says Greg is better than Duke Riley.
Facts.
Michael Klinkoff, what's up, Klink?
What
He
up,
says, what's
Klinky?
up, boys? Klinkoff also says it's a must-win in the sense that we don't want to see any cockroaches coming out of the waterworks.
Agreed.
Yeah. Kyle also says there's nothing tough about this city. It's a nice, clean city with nice people. Cowboys fans are soft. We'll win. All right. And he says over 1,000,000% must win.
Now, that means 1,000,000% we're losing.
Yes.
Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks for that mush, Kyle.
Todd Womack on YouTube says, are
What's
you
up,
guys
Todd?
feeling the
Philly
same
Dilly,
way
Todd.
about D-Jax that we shouldn't have picked him up?
What was the question?
Are you guys feeling the same way about D-Jax that we shouldn't have picked him up?
No, because what did we give up for him?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing, right?
Yeah.
It was like a 6th or something, right? It was like
Now,
a 6th round pick or something.
When we first did it and then we extended him right away, was I
A little hesitant, yeah.
Yeah, but where I'm more concerned about D-Jax is why you can just get the surgery right off the jump.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, too.
You'd be out till now anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at least the surgery would have repaired it.
Yeah.
Right?
Because I mean, they're saying an abdominal. I think it's a sports
Well,
hernia.
they're all connected. You
Yeah.
know, we talked to the doc a couple weeks ago, and whether they're calling it a sports hernia or not, it's all pretty much the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Rest is a
Key.
key part of it, but the surgery after a sports hernia, the rest is 6 to 8 weeks anyway.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, so it'd be out
versus
until,
he's already been out 6 weeks.
Right.
So
And it kind of handcuffs Howie, too, when, once the trade deadline comes. It's like, do I need a trade for a wide receiver or do not?
well, that's
you know
why
what I mean?
you get the surgery, because now it's a week-to-week injury with rest.
Yeah.
if you get the surgery, at least you know what the timetable is
And when he's coming back.
and when he's coming back.
No, I
because
agree.
as a wide receiver, and especially like D-Jax, who's a shifty wide receiver, he needs his groin, his abdomen area to be 100%.
To do what he does, yeah.
General Joe Schmoes like us, we could walk around with with a hurt groin everywhere, a little abdomen pain because all we're doing is walking.
Yeah. We're
to,
not
to
running.
our car. We're not running and shifting. I mean, I might juke a guy out, might give him a little 1-2. I won't move very fast, but no, we don't need our groins and our abdomens to work like that.
No, not to the way that he does.
And
No.
especially that he's getting hit in that area as well, too.
Yeah, that doesn't help either.
Real quick, possible upset alert. South Carolina, who just upset Georgia, is tied at half
With Florida.
with Florida 10-10.
Look at Trevor Lawrence. Oh, yeah.
Right to him.
Yeah, he just hasn't been himself this year. I don't know what's up with him this year.
There was hints last week and through their bye week that he was injured,
Oh, really?
that he had a shoulder injury.
Throwing shoulder?
I don't know, but Dabo was very adamant that it wasn't any injury. But when reports come out like that, and then your head coach is very, very adamant defensively about it,
There's a little
there
something
might
there.
be a little
There
something.
might be a tear in the
I'm
shoulder.
not saying there's any major injury, but maybe it's a
Soreness,
muscle, stuff like that.
Well, you saw it.
That's who I go.
Carson's-
I go get Trevor Lawrence. I wait another year.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I
draft,
agree.
If I'm the Dolphins, I'm drafting Jonathan Taylor 1, suck again next year, Trevor Lawrence 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Nationals, Bryce Harper, Steven Strasburg.
Yep.
Boom.
And then you're good to go for
Then you're
about
good to
6
go.
to 8 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the same thing was the same thing with Carson. After his rookie year, there was reports that he had the elbow.
That was just from all the throwing that he
Yeah,
had.
because
in
I
his
remember
rookie year.
the Bengals game where he threw almost 60 times as a rookie. It's like, are you kidding me? We just got the guy.
He has the NFL record in rookie pass attempts. so.
Yeah. At least he's got that record. Nick Foles don't got shit.
He's got a ring though.
He's got a statue.
Yeah, he's got a ring.
I love it.
I did pass his house the other day. I had a rider who lived in Haddonfield. It took me right by his house.
Carson's
Really?
house?
No, Nick Foles.
Oh, okay.
His house is still here in Haddonfield. It's right near Tavistock
Okay.
Country Club.
Big?
Yeah, I mean it would look like because it was an older area of town, but it looked like whoever bought the land tore down the house and built a newer style house.
Okay.
It was big, nice size. It's up for sale.
Okay.
It's up for sale, but no, it was funny. We were just
1.3 million.
Yeah, probably.
Is that yeah, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, right. Basically on Tavistock.
Harlem Cowboys in the chat. Yes, Birds.
What's up?
Hate week. What up, fellas?
What up, Harlem?
What up, Harlem?
Birds hate week. I love it.
I love it.
How do you feel about your team this week? That's my question.
Yeah,
For
Harlem
Cowboy. How does he feel?
What's your prediction? What you got?
If I was a Cowboys fan, I'll be happy because I'm basically getting all my injured players back this week.
Yeah, but I was talking to one of my buddies who's a Cowboys fan. He's like, I don't know which team's going to show up this week. He's like, is it going to be the team from the first 3 weeks, or is it going to be the Cowboys team from these last 3 weeks?
Well, the first 3 weeks they played nobody.
No, I know, I get that.
Yeah.
So again, the three of us could have ran ruckshot over.
Right.
Yeah, Mark Ingram had 3 touchdowns against the Dolphins week 1.
Yeah.
Mark Ingram hasn't been doing anything since.
Yeah, he's been pretty quiet.
Anything else going on in the chat?
Let's see. Nothing really aside from Kyle adding to ask your question about him in Dallas yesterday. He said, my friend threw up in the Uber yesterday. The driver wasn't happy. #rookie drinker. #lame.
Oh, my God.
I'd kill you. If you throw up in my car, I'd kill you. And then charge you $250 to clean
Yes.
Is that what it is?
it. Yeah, you can charge him a cleaning fee. It's like usually $250.
Jesus.
Ugh.
Money.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? I was talking with somebody about it too. Like, you can get that professionally detailed all you want.
Doesn't matter.
All it takes is one hot, steamy day in August, and that smell is coming back. You know it is.
Ugh.
You can spray all the Febreze on it all you want.
It's
not
not
gonna
going
help.
anywhere.
Gotta get a whole new car now.
That's exactly that's one
and then murder his friend.
Yeah.
yeah, and that's one of my big That's one of my big fears if I was
Find
ever
a
to
ditch.
Uber.
Kyle's gonna have an empty seat next to him on the plane ride home.
That's amazing.
Oh Lord. So all right. So how confident are we going into Sunday?
20%.
20%.
I'm being honest, 20%. I just don't trust his secondary at all.
Okay.
I don't. You made Case Keenum look like John Elway the 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
And Dak, I mean, Jason Witten has killed us. Amari Cooper has killed us in the past before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he even killed us when he was a Raider that 1 week when he came to the link.
On Christmas, yeah.
Yeah, he killed us then. So nothing's changed. Randall Cobb, Randall Cobb is Randall Cobb. He doesn't really do anything for me.
Yeah.
But he's still a legitimate wide receiver. He catches everything that's thrown to him.
Yeah.
Michael Gallup, whatever. It's
Yeah.
just that.
Oh my God, what a catch!
Yeah, I seen that. I saw that right now.
Yeah, Michael. Well, also Randall Cobb, he's coming off a knee injury, so he might not be necessarily 100%.
Yeah.
Neither is Amari Cooper, but I think obviously Amari Cooper's going to get his.
We might get boat race tomorrow.
We might. We just might.
No, I'm talking boat race where it's
I know.
I might pull a Greg and just start driving around my neighborhood.
Looking for a short pier for a long drive.
I love it.
It's I'll take you to New York right now.
Yeah.
Just until the game's over.
Yep.
And then
We'll drive back.
yeah, we'll drive. We'll drive back.
We'll go sightseeing. That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm 50-50 with this game because I can see a bunch of scenarios where we can win.
Uh-huh.
But the fact that Amari Cooper is back and you're bringing back Jalen Mills who hasn't played in a year, you're bringing back Ronald Darby possibly who's missed some time.
Is there ever a time you're not 50-50?
Yeah, that's true. I play devil's advocate. That's what I do. I just play devil's advocate. Excuse me. No, but oh
my God.
the thing tipped over.
Did it die?
Look,
What happened?
look, watch.
Oh, yes! Yes!
Somebody's got to get that, bro.
Yo, post that right now.
That's
Oh
amazing.
my God.
That's amazing.
No,
that
but
was the Oklahoma
Carriage
Sooners
or
carriage. Just flipped over
Tipped
on
over.
the field.
There is a delay in the game.
That chick's face was just like, "Oh my
Yeah.
God, I'm gonna die!"
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
that's a big drop too, bro. You're
Yeah.
up there.
You're up there like 6-8 feet.
Yep.
Yeah.
plus all that momentum with that quick
Yeah.
turn. Ugh.
Tuck and roll. Harlem Cowboy on YouTube says, "I think we're gonna make your coach regret his words about Doug Peterson."
Yeah, I
with
mean,
the
it's
whole
what do you call it?
DeMarcus Lawrence situation.
Poster board material.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
You know what? That's funny too. The other thing is that remember, I forget what was it. It was last year when somebody came out and started saying that we're gonna go down there and kick their ass and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Doug made that player freaking apologize for saying that. It was Grugier Hill. Remember that last year?
Oh, yeah.
He had to come out and apologize,
Yeah,
and now
yeah.
Doug's goddamn running his mouth. And then the next day he said, "Oh, I never guaranteed a win."
he did.
Fucking backtracking.
He backtracked.
You bitch. Just say it.
Yeah.
You guaranteed a win.
Yeah, because he said it on WIP on Monday. He's like, oh, no, we're going to win.
Yeah, we're going to go down there and we're going to win.
No, don't get me wrong. I love the confidence. I love
Yeah.
that.
He said, "Do you know who your secondary is?"
Yeah.
That's that. I love that all week. He didn't guarantee a victory.
Yeah.
He said we're going to Dallas and we're going to win.
Yeah. That's a victory. That's guaranteeing
I
a
mean,
win.
that's all right. If he didn't say guarantee. So
Yeah.
we're all in the same stadium. We're just in
Right.
different rows.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like tomato.
Right.
You know.
You can take it which way you want, but
Todd Warmack also says, "Do you
What's up,
guys
Todd?
think that Howie's going to get a quarterback before the trade deadline with all these returns?"
oh, I mean, Ramsey, what do you call it? We didn't get Ramsey, which
Oh, my Lord. What a catch.
what a catch.
10.5 too.
Yeah, I mean, Ramsey went to the Rams. The Cardinals GM says they're not going to trade Patrick Peterson, but I mean, all that's really theoretically that's available now is Chris Harris and possibly Xavier Howard.
Yeah,
But-
because Patrick Peterson, for yet again, for the third straight year in a row, is not getting traded.
Yeah. and I don't blame him.
No, I don't blame
you know,
him either.
same thing. You know, Shad Khan probably understood was you don't really trade your best player,
Right.
unless you obviously get a king's ransom.
Yeah.
And no one's really giving a cup a king's ransom for Patrick Peterson.
No.
No
Right?
shot.
If
shot.
it was like 5 years ago, yeah. But
Yeah, or even 2 years ago. But so is it worth you trading Patrick Peterson for a third-round pick if you're the Cardinals?
Yeah, for a third, yeah.
For a third?
yeah,
No, if you're the Cardinals. If you really view him as still to be that guy, is it
If
worth
I'm the Cardinals, no, I want to
That's,
make a
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Now, if someone comes out to you and offers you what the Rams did, 2 firsts and a fourth.
Oh, yeah, see, Patrick.
Bye, Patrick.
Right.
We're rebuilding anyway.
I
season's
saw,
done anyway.
I forget who it was, either on Twitter or on Facebook, but someone brought up the Tennessee Titans as a team that might be able to do some business with. You got Dory Jackson.
I love
you got
Dory.
Malcolm Butler.
Yeah.
And you got there was one other one, and I just can't remember the name.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Maybe if our producer extraordinaire, Mr. Reliable over there, can look up that third cornerback. They're reeling. They just benched Mariota for Ryan Tanny Butt and
Logan Ryan.
Logan Ryan.
That's it.
Good. What'd it be? You know what I mean? So there's 3 names that potentially would be available.
I wouldn't mind Logan Ryan.
Do you think Marcus Mariota could be moved at the deadline?
It could be.
I could see Cam Newton
It's
being
just
moved
a question.
before.
I just don't know what team
I-
out there
yeah,
would even
Yeah.
take a chance on him.
Same thing with I would understand moving for Cam before you move for Mariota.
Yeah, exactly.
At least Cam has won before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can think about whatever you can think about whatever you want of him, but at least he has won before.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, there's a guy who do you know if he's truly healthy or not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially
Mariota,
with his Cam.
Cam.
Oh, yeah.
Like with his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Is he truly healthy?
And then he also has the
And
foot
then
injury,
now he's got
too.
the foot injury.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mariota, he started off the year great.
Mm-hmm.
They wwere winning. They were 2-0, 3-0, and he hadn't turned the ball over, and then he went into Marcus Mariota.
Yeah.
Mariota mode. And, so, the Titans are a team that could probably, deal.
I wouldn't mind that.
There's other teams that are probably getting ready to
Wheel and deal, yeah.
fold up shop and wheel and deal.
Yeah. Because what day is the trade deadline? It's the
October
30th or
yes,
31st,
29th,
something
something
like
like
that.
that.
somewhere
Okay.
right there.
29th at 4 p.m. is the
29th,
deadline.
that's exactly
Okay, so
it.
we have 10 days.
Yep.
That's not bad.
10-day window to improve this team,
Oh,
or
my God, of
to
course.
me, to be
I bet
completely
Miami.
honest,
Why would this not happen? Because I bet Miami
that's amazing.
minus
They
18.
stop.
Where's
him on
Tate
the-
Martell? Remember that guy, Tate Martell?
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably with his hot ass girlfriend on the beach of Miami because
Transferred like 6 times in a year
Yeah.
because he kept on losing his starting
There
job.
you go.
You don't like competition. It's
no.
okay.
Most kids don't these days.
There we go.
Gone.
Yeah, it's still 21-14.
Yeah.
That's it. Let's go.
Harlem
Let's
Cowboy,
go.
Harlem Cowboy on YouTube says it comes back to this question, fellas: who has a better game, Dak or Wentz?
Yeah. No, and that's good. That's
Spot
gonna
on.
be Yeah. No, he's right. He's absolutely right.
That's going to be the key matchup, even though they don't play against each other, right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's because of our run defense and our ability to stop the run. What does Dak give you with his arm or his legs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then vice versa, what does Carson give you?
That read option at the 5 is deadly though. With
Dak, yeah.
And again, inside the 5,
It works every time.
Every time.
Works every time.
Yep.
Real quick, I have the stat with Carson Wentz and Doug Peterson. They're 18-2 together when leading after the first quarter.
Okay.
Only losses, only those 2 losses are Week 3 against Detroit and a 2016 Week 14 against Washington.
Well.
Are 18-2 together when leading after the first quarter.
Yeah, that's
That's
random.
such a strange,
Yeah,
random stuff. Now, I'm not saying it's not true, but
It just says you have to get to a fast start.
Yeah.
you're absolutely right there. But it's just they lead after the first quarter. There's so much still to happen in the game.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's such a weird stat.
Yeah.
Even when they lead at halftime, I believe it. Not that I'm saying it's false, but
Right.
I'll buy into that stat a little bit more. However, like you said, the premise though of we got to get off to a fast start, we need to get rolling, is spot on.
Now, if Doug wins the coin toss, does he receive or defer, do you think?
Receive.
Yeah, I think so, too. I think he wants to make a statement.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Shit. Make something.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I prefer to defer, but as how their first quarter offense has been, at least since last year, you have to make a statement. Because we're not going against the New York Jets defense where we just went down the field.
Well, we're already offense.
Yeah.
The offense it was the bigger issue in that Jets game.
Yeah.
Because their defense actually did shut us down after those first 2 drives. I'm always a fan of taking the ball, especially on the road.
Yeah.
But that's not Doug.
Right.
Doug likes to put his defense out there. He does it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what he does.
Right.
But this defense is ass.
Yeah.
Ass.
The secondary's ass.
Where's Fletcher been, though?
He's there.
But he has no one really.
He ain't getting it done, though.
Because he's not getting sacked, so no one thinks
he's getting
it done.
double teamed too. He's getting double teamed every snap. So it's a lot harder.
Hold on, let me find something because I get you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, I get where you're
name,
coming from.
His name hasn't been said in a long time, right?
Paying him $100 million. Aaron Donald's getting paid that much money. He's everywhere, dude.
He is.
He
everywhere.
He's just
every single play. You see his last name.
He's just a once in a generation talent, Aaron Donald.
I'll give up 4
Man's
first rounders.
freak.
If he ever was on the trade block, I would literally give up 4 first rounders for that dude.
Oh, I absolutely would.
I would break NFL trade records to get that dude on my team.
Dude, him and Fletcher Cox together?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
Just him alone. I'm not even worried about.
Yeah,
Fletcher
right.
Cox.
You ever see his workouts? Aaron Donald's workouts?
Yeah, it's
He
crazy.
works out with knives.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. One little mishap, you're dead. Crazy.
Man's a monster.
Yeah, I would.
Monster.
If he ever went on the trade block, 4 first rounders and any player you want. You want
He-
5 players? I would be like the Clippers this offseason with Paul George. How many first rounders you want? 5? You got it.
Yeah, done.
You want 2? You want 2 players along with it? There you go.
Yeah.
Pick and choose. You want Carson? Maybe. We'll think about it.
If we're trading Carson, at least give me small hands Goff back.
Yeah. Yeah, we can just trade the quarterback.
We can just
Trade
swap,
the quarterbacks.
yeah.
One number 1 and number 2.
Todd Walmack says, I always like getting the ball in the second half.
Yeah.
I do too. Especially if we go into the half of the lead. I like
can't
it that
find
much
it,
more.
but someone from The Athletic put out there, and Glenn Mack now retweeted it or whatever, and he said that while it looks like Fletcher isn't there, when the opposing team runs to the left side behind the left guard, they are averaging a -6 or -0.6 yards.
Yeah.
Wow.
Meaning he's pushes there.
Yeah.
He's getting pressure.
Yeah.
It's
just our corners
he's
aren't holding up.
disrupting the run game. He's just not getting either the pure tackles or the sacks
Right.
that everybody wants.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you're not wrong in where's he been.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's like the Bryce Harper conundrum, right? He gets pitched differently than anybody else in that lineup.
Yeah.
No one else is seeing 3 straight back foot sliders from lefty or from a righty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No one else is seeing that. And it's kind of the same thing with Fletch. Now, Hassan Ridgeway's played better next to him. They've slid Brandon Graham inside next to him a couple times. And they seem to have a chemistry of they know where to go with each other.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that continues to help Fletch get less than double teamed.
Right.
But the other side of it is if he's getting double teamed, we need these other guys to
step
win
up.
their one-on-ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the only highlight of Derek Barnett's season so far was that strip sack that he got on Rodgers.
And
Yeah.
like 700 penalties.
Yeah. The offside shit.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah. And that's another big factor too. Is we that has to be cleaned up. Plain
Yeah, the
and simple.
stupid penalties, dude.
Yeah, that has to be cleaned up.
Yeah. Well, and also goes hand in hand. The refs this year have
Oh
been
no,
awful.
you're absolutely right.
awful.
But I'm not blaming any of these penalties on the refs.
No.
No. I'm just saying the blatant ones that are not supposed to be called.
Yeah.
They ain't do anything. Are still getting called.
Yeah.
Well, you have the bad calls, and then you also have the bad no calls.
Yeah.
So it's going both ways for the refs this year. And I think it kind of I'm not trying to defend the refs, but I think it's with that new PI penalty, too. They're trying to get it right.
Yeah. I still
No, what it is they allow you to review and interpret a subjective call. Because you're only supposed to reverse it if it is clear that it impacts the play. And that's why no one's throwing the flag anymore, because they're subjectively trying to say, does this impact the play?
Right.
Versus a hit to the head where it's like clear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or a turnover or a boundary call where it's clear. It's still subjective. So now you're asking, these guys to still be subjective.
The same thing with freaking. I still don't understand the new roughing the passer call.
What?
Where if you tackle some dude, you can't land
on him. Yeah.
Land on him, yeah.
That's cool.
I haven't seen that much this year.
No,
You're
I
asking
haven't.
more last
You're
year.
asking for a 6'5", 308-pound dude to wrap you up and then just gently lay you down. Come on, man.
Even then, it's tougher for D linemen too, because like say the D lineman's coming off the rush right here, and the quarterback's right here, and he just threw the ball off. You're not going to stop a 300-something pound D lineman.
I'm drilling you.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm drilling you right in your ribs.
Be like, oh, roughing the passer. I'd be like, he was right next to him.
The worst ones are the ones where you're getting blocked into the quarterback's legs. Like, he's getting blocked in. There's nothing you can do. Like the last year with Michael Bennett. Mm-hmm. When Michael Bennett got blocked into, I think it was Cam Newton's legs, the Panthers game.
Yeah.
That one was terrible.
I remember that.
Harlem Cowboy on YouTube says the boys had the number 2 overall offense, but I don't see it. We definitely need the ball first.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
They want the ball because they want to control it. They want to go down and use Zeke and get Zeke rolling, and then start picking apart this Swiss cheese secondary.
Yeah. And also, I'm pretty sure Harlem Cowboys familiar, but Jerry World doesn't hold home field advantage.
Not necessarily.
No.
Especially not with Eagles fans, at least.
Yeah.
Because Eagle fans travel, as evident by the cost of the Miami Dolphins tickets.
Right.
Yeah, you see that, dude?
Yeah.
Dude, they're still
Every
like
other
$100-something.
ticket's like $2.
Every other ticket's like $20, $30.
Matinee movie on a Tuesday, $2.
Yep.
Get to the Eagles, $120.
$120 because they know they're going to travel.
Yep. It's crazy.
Yeah. Costs
move.
Costs less to go to a professional game than it goes to park at the
Might as well just go to Disney.
Yeah.
Just might as well go to Disney with that money.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh.
Fumble. Oh, my God.
Incomplete pass.
It's a clear pickup, though, so.
Oh, God. Imagine if we had that again.
Oh, my God.
Dallas fumbles.
Mukamura.
Yeah, that's another call that I'm just ugh. That
From
was
last
awful.
year?
That was
The
awful.
clear recovery.
Yeah, that was awful.
Yeah, it was amazing. That was probably one of the worst calls I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, you went to replay. You have 15 dudes in your ear. And you still say,
And like Dallas
no clear recovery.
Like you had a clear frame right there where I think you saw Camus or someone just like scoop it in.
Yeah.
It was Camus because he's the one that recovered it.
Yeah.
And he stayed with the ball like,
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, my gosh.
Picked?
Yep.
They're going to be Florida. This game's over.
You hope so.
Oh, my God. Take it to the crib.
There you
Oh,
go.
you almost got. Did he fumble it again?
No. I don't think he did. No, he didn't.
I thought he spun like he.
Pouring down rain, but yeah, let's continue to throw the ball.
They haven't been able to run the ball.
And what's funny, too, is I think Trask gives them a better chance to win Florida than Felipe Franks because Felipe Franks just stinks.
Yeah.
But at least Trask, maybe obviously outside of pouring down rain, can at least push the ball down the field vertically.
Yeah.
To these weapons on offense.
Oh,
but
gosh,
that was just horrendous. He threw it right to him.
Yeah.
Golly. Oh,
And Dave Mullen's supposed to be a QB guy.
That's a momentum killer.
Yeah, how about Harbaugh, huh?
Harbaugh stinks.
Yeah, I'm dead.
What does that play?
Harbaugh's supposed to be the quarterback guru.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? Like, you look at Harbaugh, you look at John Elway. Mm-hmm. Like, John Elway can't find a quarterback.
Yeah, it's crazy, ain't it?
Like, he
Since
can't
Peyton
draft
Manning,
a quarterback.
yeah.
Now, we don't know what Drew Lock is going to be.
Right.
But he cannot find a quarterback.
No.
I think it's time for them to start him, dude.
And even he's
Drew
hurt.
Lock?
I think he's on
is
the
he?
pop.
Or
Really?
something, yeah. He
he's
came
hurt,
in
though.
hurt.
That sucks.
But even Harbaugh, like, he can't even get kids to transfer in that are any good.
Yeah.
Let alone go recruit
well, he had
them.
Shea transfer in. He
He
stunk.
stinks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then he has Christian McCaffrey's brother as the quarterback, too.
And he stinks.
Yeah, and he
Oh,
stinks,
yeah.
too. I love
Did he
it.
just throw a pick?
No, he almost did. He dropped it.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Second.
Pouring down rain, let's continue to throw the
This is
ball.
actually a pretty good game right now, though.
It's going to be the game of field goals. Wonderful. Great game. 3rd and 11.
Crazy.
Because we ran an RPO where our QB kept it and it almost threw a pick. And now we're just going to settle for
Halfback draw.
Oh, you got it.
Oh, my
To the
God.
house. Oh.
He's
Oh!
in! He's in!
Let's go.
South Carolina.
Yeah, they're going to – wow. They deserve the beast. They deserve to go to the national championship.
Stop it.
Tyler Genevis also says in the comments, my question is how long will the offensive struggles continue? Do you think that they will decide to get rid of Groh? Not in the middle of the season, but
the issue with and we go through this with sports too. It's who's going to take over.
yeah.
Do you have a successor ready to go? Is Deuce the guy?
That's the only person I can
You know what I
think
mean?
of
Like,
off the
is
top of my
Deuce
head.
that guy that takes over? He obviously didn't win the job
No.
when he interviewed for it,
Right.
and that's why they had to make that special. Now he's that special assistant to the
Assistant head coach or
assistant
something.
to the regional manager or whatever. You know what I mean?
Something,
Like,
yeah.
you know, I'm not the biggest Deuce guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think it's like a, you know, like with Deuce, it's just more or less like the Flyers mentality. Like, we'll just keep all our guys in house because that's what everyone does.
Right.
I mean, see, I look at it too is outside of slow starts, what really are the struggles on offense?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, sure, we drop some passes, but that's not an offensive scheme thing.
Yeah.
That's just our players not executing.
Yeah.
You know, we can run the ball. We've proven that. Carson can obviously sling it.
Yeah.
Outside of slow starts, what really are issues?
Right.
A lot of our games were down anyway.
Yeah.
So it ties your hands at times with what you can do offensively.
Yeah. And it also doesn't help where, like you said, with the drop passes where dudes are getting open, but it's hitting their hands and they're dropping it.
And
yeah.
we're 2 catches away from just having 1 loss on our record.
Yeah. Now he catches that ball in Atlanta. I'm for sure we're winning that game. JJ absolutely catches that ball
becomes
at
a
the
hero.
goal line. We win that game against Detroit, and we're 4-0.
Yeah.
4-1 at this point if you want to get cute.
Yeah.
Say there's a loss in there.
Yeah. Well, because, I think same thing. The way you come back against Atlanta, if Nelly catches that ball, you win Atlanta, you probably still lose Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
Just from like a letdown type
Yeah.
of
Right.
thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
yeah.
I'll throw those games as if I go 1-1 in those games, right?
Yeah.
Our record though is now we're 4-2.
2, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
A lot better.
A lot better.
It looks
than
a lot
3-3.
better, yeah.
You know, you don't have
4-2 is first place in the division.
you don't have anonymous sources coming out,
Yeah.
right? You don't lose 2 conference games, not division games, conference games, to where if you go now 10-6,
And they just responded with a touchdown.
oh my God, they take it to the house.
Yep, like an 80-yard run.
But yeah, let's keep throwing the ball.
Yep.
Oh, hey girl. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're sitting at 4-2. There's no anonymous sources.
Zach Brown doesn't get cut.
Zach Brown probably still gets cut.
Yeah, he
'cause
probably still
stinks.
gets cut.
It's just, you know, and every season you can do that, right? Even the Super Bowl season, we were a couple plays away from being 7-9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just they fell our way that year.
Yeah, no.
Everything fell our way.
You know?
Jesus Christ.
Like with players getting hurt and
yeah.
teams just going downward at the right time. It was just like a perfect culmination that just
Harlan Cowboy wants to know who's the rat.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Put your name to it, bitch.
Yeah, I actually thought it was Alshon.
That's what I thought
I
at
never
first.
thought it was Nelly. Because I just don't think Nelly's in a position to sit there and complain about something.
Yeah, especially that you're due money at the end of the season, Nelly.
Me and Ralph were talking about before the show. We were joking around saying it's Jason Kelsey.
It's Jason Kelsey. Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
How crazy would that be?
That'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, him and Carson are best friends.
He's like that. He
no
stinks.
No more friendship.
Yeah,
huh?
he stinks. But I wouldn't be surprised if it was Malcolm either. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Malcolm. Because you're not going to be I mean, obviously, if you're a rookie saying that, that's an issue. But if I'd expect it more from like a more established player who's comfortable and
Yeah, like a veteran.
yeah.
And Malcolm has a little has a little bone to pick.
Yeah, he's been chirping too.
He's been chirping. He's got a little bone because he hasn't been paid yet.
Yeah.
And he wants to get paid. So I can see that. You know, it's you know all this comes down to winning cures everything.
Absolutely. No, you're right.
When you get embarrassed and you lose games that you shouldn't, or you lose games not necessarily that you shouldn't, but as you lost this year, right?
How you've lost them, yeah.
Your 3 losses are you were embarrassed on the road.
Mm-hmm.
You lost a tough game on the road in Atlanta to now a bad team.
Mm-hmm.
And you lost to who's a good team, but you lost a tough game at home where you had a chance to win. You know, those are tough ways to lose games.
Yeah. Especially
in such a tough league.
Mm-hmm.
And when you lose games like that, you're going to start hearing some chirps and people come out anonymously. And, but the only thing that matters is winning.
Yeah.
Winning cures everything.
Mm-hmm. Just depends on if we lose this week, or are we going to hear more chirping out of the locker room?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yep. I absolutely agree.
You're going to have a full-blown riot in the locker room. Good Lord. All right, so let's wrap it up with our picks real quick since we're coming against it.
Go to Week 7 picks.
Week 7 picks. All right, so let's see.
A couple of teams wrote buys.
Yeah.
Really? They have buys in the NFL? Mr. Reliable over there. Mr. Reliable, just making sure we're all prepared.
Oh, Lord. All right. Raiders at Green Bay.
Green Bay.
What's the line? Do you have it?
I do not have it. I'm just doing straight picks.
Raiders at Green Bay. I'll go Green Bay.
I'm going Raiders.
The Raiders. Matt Curley's in his ear. Take the Raiders!
Well, they're saying right now, at least, I think most, if not, I think all of Green Bay's starting receivers are out.
Yeah,
Stanley's questionable.
I am starting Alan Lazard as my wide receiver 2 this week.
Oh, jeez.
That's how bad my wide receiver core is. And that's who's available on the IR or on the waiver wire was Alan Lazard. Yeah, so
he's gonna break all the records this week. Watch.
He's going off. The good news is I'm facing Daly,
Okay.
and he had Patty Mahomes.
Yeah, and he got hurt.
He only got
let's go.
7 points this week.
Let's go.
Yeah. Rams at Falcons.
Rams.
Falcons.
Really?
It's a West-East road game.
Jalen Ramsey.
Plus your secondary's demolished.
Jalen Ramsey, though, dude.
Jalen Ramsey's playing, but it's
his first game back in how many weeks?
Since week 3.
Yeah, so.
And Atlanta, they are what they are, but at least they play tough at home.
Yeah.
So I'll go Falcons.
Okay. 49ers at Redskins. 49ers.
Niners.
Yeah, it's an easy one.
I was a year off. I was a year off with the Niners.
Oh, what?
Jimmy G screwed me last year getting hurt.
Oh.
I had him going 9-7, 10-6 last year, and then Jimmy G gets hurt.
Yeah, week 1.
And I'm like, no. And then this year they come out like this, and I'm like, yeah.
Fire.
Well, that defense is no joke.
No, absolutely.
That defense
but again,
is serious.
Look who's building that team.
Yeah.
That's a football guy building a football team. That's not a nerd.
No.
That's not a nerd building it off of numbers.
That defensive line is stacked.
Yeah.
That's a football guy building a football team.
Yep. I agree. Texans at the Colts.
Texans.
Yeah, I'm going Texans. They're hot right now. What you got, Ralph?
Colts.
Okay. Vikings at Lions. This one's interesting.
Lions.
I'm going to go Lions.
Just because I have Kenny Galladay going.
Yeah, that one's close.
Kenny G, baby.
I'll go Vikings.
Okay.
I like the Lions, though, but I'll go Vikings.
Gardner Minshew and the Jags at the Bengals.
Jaguars.
Jags.
Yeah, Jags.
Hold on. Since he's got to win a game.
You would think.
Right? Since he's got to win a game.
Yeah.
Is A.J. Green playing?
No.
Jags.
That's amazing.
Cardinals at the Giants. Saquon is back this week, by the way.
Giants.
Yeah, Giants.
Cardinals.
Okay.
Kyler's starting to roll.
Yeah, a little bit.
Stinks.
Dolphins at Bills.
Bills. Dolphins at Bills.
At Bills.
Yeah, Bills. They might put up 85.
Maybe.
I don't think that offense can put up 85 against you, me, and Jake playing secondary. I'm not saying we're tackling anybody. I just don't think Josh Allen can throw the ball.
Yeah. You also got an ageless wonder in Frank Gore who's still doing it at his age.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Dude's a freak.
Dude's a monster.
He's a freak. At 36, he's still doing it.
Oh, God, Jake. What'd you do?
I don't know what I did. There we go.
Jake.
Problem solved.
Probably your scooter kid probably trying to break into your car.
Take this, pussy.
He probably just drew all over your car.
It would have been so much better if he just came in the door, just said pussy, and just shuts the door.
He
And
probably
leaves.
drew a bunch of penises on your car. And toothpaste.
Toothpaste.
Steve Spurrier, goat.
Good Lord.
That's awesome.
That is funny. Let's see. Chargers at Titans.
Chargers. Chargers.
Give me Ryan Tannybutt.
Yeah, I'm going with that too. Chargers are just a mess right now. I don't know what the issue is. Ravens at Seattle.
Ravens at Seattle.
Yes.
Seattle.
I will never bet against Russell Wilson.
That's a tough one. I'm with you with that, but Ravens are a good team.
Yeah, they are.
And
It just depends on what Lamar Jackson's going to do that
this
week.
is true. Seattle.
Okay. Saints at Bears.
Bears.
Bears, yeah.
Yeah, I got the Bears.
No Kamara.
No
Yeah, no
Kamara.
Kamara.
No
Cook. And there's somebody else they're missing. But yeah, give me the Bears at home.
And that would make them, what, 4-1 without Drew Brees?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fumble!
Oh, gotta get that.
You do got to get that. But at least he knocked him way back for third down.
Yeah.
What are you pointing at, dude? You didn't get the ball.
Let's see if he's in.
You made a
bounds.
great play, but you didn't get the ball.
Oh, nice play.
Smart by Florida to go out of bounds and touch it.
Right. Eagles at Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm torn.
The boys.
I said on Wednesday that the Eagles were going to win 24-21, but that was with the assumption that
Amari Cooper wasn't going to play.
those three guys weren't playing.
Yeah,
or
that's where I was at.
Or at least a part of those guys weren't playing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stick with the Eagles.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Get ready for disappointment.
I partly don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the fact that in the past, then this team is, as Tom said it many, many times,
Their backs against the wall.
when everything's against them, they usually come out firing.
Mm-hmm.
They usually come out and play well.
Yeah.
This team's only done it once.
Yep.
This team has only done it once in Green Bay.
Yeah.
Because if you would have thought last week was kind of that same situation,
Mm-hmm.
going on the road, first game of a 3-game road trip,
Mm-hmm.
backs are kind of against the wall, but
Not
but
really,
not
yeah.
really. And they lay a dud and get embarrassed. I think that's going to still leave a taste in their mouth.
And they just respond.
I'm going to stick with them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Birds too in a real close game. Patriots at Jets.
Patriots.
Patriots outright, but I bet you the Jets cover the 10 or 11.
Yeah, they'll definitely cover.
Because they're they got right last week with Darnold coming back. They
Mm-hmm.
always play the Patriots tough anyway.
Yeah. And plus, Tom Brady really hasn't looked himself this
He
year.
hasn't had to look himself.
Yeah, because of the defense. No, I agree.
Well, even that, they haven't played anybody. Now,
Yeah.
it's not their fault.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But, to the point of everybody who thinks they're not real, yeah, they haven't played anybody, but they still are 6-0.
Right.
And what is the whole point of this league? Win football games.
Yeah.
And that's all they do.
That's all they know how to do.
What is the line? Hold on. It's 9.5 right now.
Yeah,
I think
cover
They'll
that.
cover.
if that squeaks at 10, I take them
Yeah.
to cover. I don't think they win though.
Okay. Yeah, I got the Pats this week.
Is that it? Is that the last game?
Yeah, I think that's the last game.
All right. So why don't we end with what's your score prediction for Sunday?
Okay.
34-20 Cowboys.
Okay.
Wow.
You're saying okay.
I don't have trust in the secondary, Greg. I don't care if Jalen Mills is coming back or not.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
I know, I'm never wrong.
Stop it. How'd Twitter work out for you?
It froze up.
Did you stop Instagram at the hour?
No, not yet, because we went off at 1:04. It's 2:03 right now.
Just making sure, because you're never wrong. My man's never
He's
wrong.
double checking. Hold
Mr.
on.
Reliable. Yeah, he's looking down like, let me make sure to,
He's gonna shut it off himself.
Share it your story. We're good to go.
That's why we call him Mr. Reliable.
That's awesome.
Jake, what you got?
Like you said, and like Tom said the past couple weeks, that when the team has their back against the wall, they tend to play well and they tend to respond. Miles Sanders has really shown to be an X factor on the football team as far as a receiving threat. I really think he has a coming out party this week. Defensively, obviously, what I will say is Cooper's not 100%. Randall Cobb isn't 100%. The Cowboys' tackles aren't 100%. They're saying Byron Jones might come back. He's not 100%. So
Does it matter, though?
I think it matters.
Have you seen our secondary?
Oh, I know.
We're having a guy come back that hasn't played actual football in a year, Jake, and we're asking him, hey, can you save our season for us, Mills? Please. We know you haven't played actual football in a year, but can you please save us? Not going to happen, dude. Not going to happen. Zeke might run for 200 yards, and I have him on my fantasy team, and I don't want that to happen. But if he runs for 200 yards, part of me would be like, all right, let's go. That might be a dub.
I'm not going to say he's going to rush for 100-something yards just because of how well our rush defense has played, but if you start throwing him screens and whatever, I think he's going to eat all day.
Yeah.
Well, he said 200.
200, yeah.
He didn't even say 100. He went
straight
straight to the two.
Yeah, he's not even going to get that.
Now, me as a fantasy owner, I would love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm also a crumb.
That's why I said part of me would be like, all right, let's go.
I'm also a crumb, so I don't.
I'm not that far off either because as soon as they said Amari Cooper's playing, I went to my lineup. I'm like, boop, boop.
Yep.
Right from my bench to my starting lineup. But I really think this game's close. The Eagles will respond, I think, defensively. They're going to play pissed off. Obviously, the Cowboys are going to play pissed off, too, since they got literally embarrassed by the Jets last week. So I think it's going to be a real close nail-biter at the end. And I think the Eagles do pull it off with a game-winning field goal.
All right.
So score?
23-20.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What'd you go again?
I went 24-21.
Okay.
And I'm going to stay there because I think that's kind of the same thought process.
Yeah.
That I still have the same thought process I did on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I think obviously now with those guys back, it's even, the close game is even more evident, you know what I mean, in my mind. Kyle being there makes me almost want to pick the Cowboys.
Yeah.
But 24-21 Birds.
Okay.
All right.
Got anything else before we wrap up?
No, I don't.
All right. All right, guys, that's this week's episode of the Weekly Roundup.
Over there. That dude is out.
Waiting for my music, Ralph.
That dude is just
there. It is.
He's on top of things. He's already muted himself. He's got the music going.
He's getting ready to go
dude
home.
Might be the best producer at A2D. Might be.
That's why they call me Mr. Reliable, baby.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, guys, that's it for this week's episode of the Weekly Roundup. I'm your host, Jake Friel, Greg Malakovic. Thank you very much for coming on the show. Ralph DeVecchio doing a great job as always, Mr. Reliable himself. And we will check you guys back next week with another episode of the Weekly Roundup.